Hey, beautiful people. I hope everybody's doing well today. For today's topic, I want to talk about, shopping around. Shopping around literally has everything to do with your money so you can get the best value for your dollar. So many times we're out shopping for anything. It could be, house, car, regular, everyday purchases. But for some reason, when many of us go to the store, we just literally buy the first thing that we see on the shelf. The first item, we take the first deal. We don't really compare prices. Well, I just want to let you know that I think that a lot of us need to start shopping around some more. What does that mean? When you shop around, I think you tend to get a little better value for your dollar. You get a little bit more. And you also exercise the art of competition. In other words, you allow other merchants to compete for your money. But if you just buy one or from one place or only a specific merchant, you're not really exercising your dollar the right way. So in essence, you want to try to get a second opinion when you're shopping for things. So if this is the first time that you're joining me, my name is Mel. Here at Team U Finance, we talk about spending, we talk about our money, we talk about how to level up, and we basically, motivate each other, or we have self-motivation on how to get to the next level when it comes to our finances. All right, so let's have a little story time. I remember the first time that I was, buying a car. And again, I was, younger, in my early 20s. I was shopping around. I went to a dealership. Dealership ran my credit, so they was going to give me a specific interest rate. At the time, I thought the payment was a little bit high. But, again, in my early 20s, I'm eager. I'm going to get my first ride. And I'm like, I don't care. Anyway, signed almost all the papers. I was about to seal the deal. And I was speaking to a friend of mine. And I told her, I said, I'm about to get my first car. So she said to me, she says, well, what's your interest rate? How much are you going to be paying? And I told her. And she said to me, she says, I don't know. The interest rate sounds a little bit high. She's like, what's your credit like? And I told her my credit. She says, your credit is decent. I don't understand why your interest rate or your payment's going to be that high. And she said, well, I guess it all depends on what you're going to put down. In any event, she says, buy your car if you want to buy your car. But I want you to do something. She's like, I want you to kind of shop around a little bit. And I said, what do you mean shop around? I was like, what do I do? Like, not seal the deal? Do I not go pick up my car? She was like, no, I'm not telling you not to pick up your car. She said, before you sign the final documents, before you sign the final paperwork, why don't you, literally go to another dealership and compare your rates and see exactly what they have to offer you. So I remember it was a weekend. It was like a Friday. I remember like yesterday we went and, they ran my credit again. I told them I was in the market for. And surprisingly, the rate that I got and the payment that I was going to get, the interest rate and the payment that I was going to get was so much lower than what the first dealership was giving to me. Now, I don't think the dealership was trying to purposely rip me off. I don't know. Can't speak for anybody. But whatever the case and the issue may be, my friend said, listen, in the future, when you're buying anything, any product, something as big as an auto, she's like, I don't care if it's clothes. She said, you won't get something to eat. She's like, you got to basically compare spots or compare places and see what the best deal is for you. In other words, get a second opinion. And I'm glad I did. Again, at that time, I'm in my early 20s. I'm not really worried about finance. I just want my ride. I just want to go about my business. But, lo and behold, she taught me a few things about money and a few things about finance at that time. What did she teach me? She said, you got to shop around. You got to get the best for your dollar. That lesson has resonated with me ever since then. Listen, when I go shopping, I don't even care if it's a supermarket. I got to compare and see what the best deal is for my money. Again, if this is the first time you're joining me, my name is Mel. This is Team U Finance. If the content resonates with you, please consider subscribing. Please consider sharing. And, please consider staying with us in the future. All right. But what I was saying is that this lesson has resonated with me for the rest of my life. I cannot go into any store, any dealership, any merchant and not compare prices. or get a second opinion, especially when it comes to spending my money. Heck, I don't care. Even if it's not finance related, even if I go to like a doctor's office and I go for a checkup and it's not really what I think is the right thing or what have you, I go get a second opinion. And getting a second opinion only ensures that you are getting the right thing done, or you're getting the right amount when it comes to your money, the right value for your money, or the right amount for your purchase. You're not being ripped off. You're not being given a fraudulent deal. That is the reason why it's so vital to get a second opinion. Second opinions are only viable when you literally investigate and do your due diligence. That's exactly what it is. So the point I'm trying to make here today is that don't just settle for the first thing that you get. In other words, if you go buy, I don't care, if you go buy a sweater, you go in a department store and so forth, you might see the sweater down there for, $40, $50. Well, heck, if you had did your research, maybe looked online, looked in their circular, went around, you could have gotten you a better deal for your money. Because at the end of the day, we just want to keep as much as we can back in our pockets, right? We're not trying to waste our money. And so many people have made, foolish purchases just because they didn't want to do any research. What I don't think is cool is, if you're spending your money and your money is basically being thrown out, it's being wasted. $1 is too hard to get. It's like you could sit at your job for 8-10 hours a day. You get that check. Mind you, it took you 40 to 50 hours to get that check for the week. But if you're not careful, you could blow that money literally within 1 hour. So if you can get the best for your dollar, if you can get your dollar valued better, why would you want to waste your money like that? And that was the big thing that I learned when I was trying to buy that car, as I said before. This girl taught me to shop around. She said, Mel, she was like, don't just go with the first person. Now, let's not be ridiculous. I mean, if you just running into, I'm saying, a pharmacy to buy some Band-Aids or something and you just want to pick something up, we're not going to go to every single pharmacy in the town. Let's not be ridiculous. But I'm talking about viable purchases. I'm talking about things that are going to be with you in the long run. Something as big as a car. I always talk about home buying, okay? Don't just, if you're looking for a house, don't just go with the first mortgage company. Maybe they're not giving you the best rate, okay? Maybe, when they ran your credit, they could have given you something better depending on your score. You don't know. You got to shop around. You shop around, you speak to somebody else, and you compare it and you say, okay, listen, I went to A before, and A said this is the rate that they could give me. Now I'm with B, and B's almost saying the same thing, if not better. Now, had you not shopped around, you would have gone with A that wasn't even giving you the best rate at the time. You got to make your money work for you. And let me tell you something. The most important thing that I learned with shopping around is this, that shopping around forces people to up their game and to up their services, and better yet, especially in the world of business and spending, shopping around allows competition. And in, the essence of money, competition is good. It's good. When you're spending your hard-earned money, you want people to fight for your business. You want people to compete for your business. Because when they compete for your business, they're going to give you the best service, if not better than the other person, the first person that you went to originally. They're going to give you the best service for your business. You're going to get the best value for your dollar. That's the importance of competition. That's the importance of getting a second opinion. People, please comment, like, subscribe, and share. Again, your support of the channel really, really is appreciated. You have to allow people to compete for your money. You work too hard for your money, so why throw your money in the river? Why throw it outside when you shouldn't really have to? That is exactly what I learned. And all I really wanted to reiterate was like, competition is good, as I said, but it's also better when the merchant has competed for your money and you ended up getting the best deal in the long run. The more money that we can save and keep back in our pockets is the more money that we're going to have to do the things that we need to do. I remember, again, growing up, like, there was times when I wanted things, and because I didn't have enough, I think everybody has gone through this, I couldn't get what I really wanted. Now, being an adult, and I know about the importance of, saving and having $1 in my back pocket, whatever, is a little bit easier. So I don't want to go out there and waste my money if I don't have to. I don't want to spend unnecessarily. I don't want to leave more money on the counter that I don't have to, just because I didn't do my due diligence and research and see who had the better, bang for my dollar. Not only is that unfair to me, but it's also wasting my time and wasting my resources. So with that said, people, if you've gotten this far in my message, I do hope you have a wonderful day. Again, please comment, like, subscribe, and share if this resonates with you. If you're a person that shops around, tell us some places or some ideas and tips that you have about getting the best for your dollar. That'll be a wonderful, wonderful way for us to learn to level up our money.